Yes, that is African cock crowing. It's time. It's time for us to wake up. African cocks always crow in the morning, afternoon, evening, and so on. Before I go far, please subscribe to Mwaka Lutukomoi channel so that we debate, you understand what is up in Africa. Friends, there's a lot happening in Africa. Once was called the Dark Continent, the richest in the world, yet the poorest. Why? The moral question is why. My topic, the second colonialism, Africa, will discuss super fascinating facts about what's up in Africa. I've been looking around where I can bring forth this argument of making the world a better, peaceful place to live in. Friends, before we go far, please, as I stated before, subscribe and hit the like button. Again, I want to thank all those who subscribe. We are 941. Let's fight hard and hit 1,000 subscribers. I want to thank all those who subscribe and support this channel. Please tell friends, share so that we talk about the second colonialism. This about the West versus the East. That's where democracy versus communism, where dictatorship versus democracy. Africans are feeling democracy has failed in Africa. They're looking for another form of governance. Many Africans think also communism is failing because no one has a voice under, communism in Russia, China, North Korea. You'll never hear anything like human rights. Unfortunately, we Africans are courting and falling in love with the East, with Russia, with China. That's why I say second colonialism. Simply because soon China and Russia will take over Africa and be worse colonialists. Remember, in 1884, the British sat and the Europeans in Berlin Conference and partitioned Africa among themselves. We know the effects of colonialism. We know the effects of slavery. We blame the West for looting and siphoning African wealth. We constitute 35%. We own 35% of the world's natural resources, like gold, diamond, etc. Africans must open their eyes. Please, maybe this is my opinion. I've seen bloggers, scholars, elites, all trying to condemn the West for the bad things they did in Africa. You see, there are lots of coups in the west of Africa, over 4 countries, including Senegal, Mali. Of late, we have had a coup there, and many other countries. I see many Africans celebrating and praising the coup leaders as a beacon of hope. I've seen lots of Russian flags flying after the coup, meaning therefore that Russians were behind the coup. The scramble for Africa. We know very well how active the Wagner troops or machineries are in West Africa. It's high time the West wake up from the slumber nightmare, because soon the slumber will turn into a huge nightmare. Look, we have war in Ukraine. We are thinking that the nuclear holocaust may start from Ukraine. But I must tell you, it might start in Africa, because soon China and Russia will take over Africa and they'll own it. Look, China is giving billions of dollars, over $700 billion now, as loan. Guess what? Many African countries are failing to pay back the loans. There are countries in Africa where Chinese have taken administration. Soon they'll take all the natural resources. Remember, Congo has one of the biggest resources. It accounts to $27 billion. $27 trillion. Close or more than the American GDP. Yet they're the poorest. And I'm sure China will take over these states. And guess what? They'll own it. They'll do a magnificent investment in these countries. And trust me, they'll own it. There'll be a second colonialism. And America, the West, will come to save Africa when it's too late. I've seen SA, South Africa, backing Russia, even almost sending military equipment. Look, even China, with the over 2 million ready army, and almost the first but second world power after the US, did not send even one machine gun to Russia, yet they are friends. Why? Simply because they fear sanctions. Because China's economy is going down. And Chinese President Xi Jinping will not allow China to go into what Russia is doing. If China was planning to attack any small country in the world, it will be wary of what Russia is facing in Ukraine. Imagine Russia thought they would take Ukraine in simply few minutes or even hours, but has taken over 2 years. Russia is struggling, trying to bring Africans, trying to get small support. Africans must wake up. But the West must wake up first, because they did a lot of havoc. And Africans are seeing the West with the 2 eyes. Beaten once, twice shy. Beaten once, twice shy. You know, when a snake bites you, you'll never go to the bush. Africans saw slavery. Over 2 million Africans were enslaved outside Africa, even here in America. We know. We have seen colonialism and its effects. We have seen looting. We have seen aid from different countries. We have seen poor education in Africa. We have seen dictators living as long as they wish. We have seen hypocrisy. Africans, it's high time we wake up. Yesterday I said Africans are passing laws against gay marriage, anti-homosexuality law or anti-gay law, LGBT. To me, I may not support injustice or those who fight against human rights because I'm a victim. I'm not a gay, but I'm a victim of human rights abuse. I was tortured in Uganda by police. I almost died. Right now, I'm almost crippled. I had several surgeries in the spine, the disc. I walk like a drunkard. It affects my balance. It affects my speech. I'm learning to speak. I think it's high time we make the world a peaceful place to live in. It's high time we respected African leaders and African people. It's high time we start understanding why they are against some of the restrictions. Look, when Uganda passed anti-gay law, they lost funding from the World Bank. I will not push Uganda to the east. Remember, President Museveni has been for 37 years, but Uganda's economy has improved. Rwanda has seen Kagame living for long, but the economy has improved. I think we may think of a new system of governance if at all the West cannot open up and go teach African leaders and respect them. Remember when African leaders went to UK, London, for the burial of Queen Elizabeth. May she rest in peace. From there, we saw African leaders in one bus. That's a big insult to Africans. Friends, please remember to subscribe so that we keep on discussing this very topic, because I know scholars, lawmakers, governments will listen and come up with something to see that we make our world a peaceful place. Please subscribe, hit the like button or unlike button. Also, hit the bell so that each time I produce a video, this is a brand new video. Yes, a very great philosopher said, Hugo Victor, there is nothing that can defeat an idea whose time has come. My idea, the second colonialism, Russia and China colonizing Africa, is a topic we must discuss. Please, let's debate. Those were my opinion. Please give me your own so that we can interact. And of course, Bernard Shaw, in his book, The Devil's Disciple, said it's only at the hour of trial that a man finds his true profession. In 1776, America got its independence, but they fought so much. The Puritans, the Christians, turned to be the warriors or the soldiers. The soldiers became the Puritans. Therefore, it's high time we wake up to make the world a better place to live in. Thank you so much. Next video will come and we continue discussing. I think we will discuss gay marriage versus polygamy in Africa. Thank you.